Could this be the final chapter? It's been another week or so. I've been really, really busy. I think we came back here after we got attacked by the spiders, right? And old fella got cocooned and now he's gone too. Early morning, and I get the worst wake-up call ever. A severe pain threatens to split my head. The mysterious headache from yesterday is back with a vengeance. I meant to go to Diamond's hospital to see Hiru and Banshee while it was light out. Spots flash before my eyes. I can't even sit up. I pull the sheets up and wait for it to pass. Why are we sleeping in that room? This is the room that's locked off. Or maybe this is actually our room and we realized it once we got our memories back. I'm only just able to move by the time the sun is setting. Thunder rumbles in the distance. Sounds like rain again. What's with these headaches? Great. I press my fingers to my temple to check. The whirlwind of pain has once again disappeared without a trace. I sigh. Do we have any company right now? Mashta calls as I'm making coffee in the kitchen. He says he'll come along for tonight's investigation. He must have finally wrapped up his other cases. He mentioned that he dropped by the hospital in between cases to see Hiru and Banshee. Seems they went berserk when they awoke and are now restrained. They refuse to eat. Relying on IVs won't work forever. I didn't expect the report to be good, but this is a critical point in the case. Before he hangs up, Mashta utters a warning. Then this is the 11th hour. Mashta doesn't offer a reply. The red lights outside the rain-soaked window are hazy like a wilting flower. It's time to head out. Right, no partner with us. It's just Mashta. Wonder if Diamond will show up. Maybe I park the car in the parking lot as always and walk over to the street in the rain. I walk down the familiar road to the hotel. You're late. What were you doing? A man in a trench coat cuts an imposing figure on the wet street corner, glittering in lights. You know damn well time is of the essence right now. Diamond's prepared for the worst too. He's made arrangements to transfer them. Transfer them? Oh. They must be in pretty bad condition then. And I didn't mention this over the phone, but I met someone at Diamond's hospital. I ran into Sho Nagashima. Sho? What was he doing there? Some of his gang hangs out here. Guess we're a hot topic with them. They've seen people in and out of the hotel. Nagashima heard about it and figured they were talking about you. He contacted the fortune teller and, well... So now Sho knows about the cases too. Why didn't she just keep quiet? That old lady hands out business cards to anyone and everyone. It's a real pain. So, did you talk to Sho? Why would I? He cornered me asking for info on the case, but I drove him off. I suddenly feel uneasy. You didn't say anything unnecessary, did you? Of course not. I just said to stay out of grown-up matters. For just a moment, my vision tunnels, and a blood vessel in my head throbs. Something wrong? No, I'm fine. I'm sure he doesn't want Sho involved either, but he really should have considered his words more carefully. I hear footsteps coming up behind me. It can't be. Sho? I raise my head with a sudden sense of dread. No. Oh, okay. But it's only Moe Watanabe.
Thank goodness, you're here after all. Good thing I came straight here. I got the results you were asking me for.
I look at her blankly for a moment, but then I remember I asked her to use her connections to investigate the rumors. Right, thanks.
There's no time. Give us the short version. Oh, okay. Then I'll only cover the really important parts. I heard something amazing from someone who was there at the time.
What, like a hotel employee?
No, not like that. Jeez. When I say someone who was there, I obviously mean one of the high school girls who was up to no good.
Huh. You talked to one?
This is legit, right?
Even Mashta's interested.
See there? Context clues.
Only the people who used Masquerade really know what happened there. Hearing from someone involved is best.
Yeah, her name's Ako. The editorial department helped me track her down. She went to a nearby high school and did this part-time job, apparently. And what's really important is what Ako said about her classmate, Esko.
Moe pulls a voice recorder from her bag and hits the play button.
Yeah, a friend introduced me to a part-time job. It was whimsical. I just did it on a whim. Yeah, so we're supposed to meet at that hotel, Masquerade, and there's a system there where someone introduces us to customers. You get a lot of money from it, so everyone was dying to get hired. But one day there was like an incident. Someone at school found out about the job. Some goody two-shoes class rep, Esko, said she was going to tell her teacher, N. Mura. Everyone freaked and apologized to her saying they'd stop, but she wouldn't listen. If our parents found out, it'd be the worst thing ever. We begged, but she didn't budge. In the end, she left class saying she was going to the police with N. Mura. We were totally freaking out, so I went to the hotel that night. I mean, at that point, there was no harm in going, you know? But then, there she was. Esko was standing in front of Masquerade in the drizzling rain, in a red raincoat. She said she was going to the police, so who knows why she was at the hotel. But it made us all jumpy and on edge every day after that, except nothing ever happened. Soon after that, Masquerade shut down. I guess they uncovered something. Huh? The job? Yeah, I completely quit after that. That's Ako's testimony. Just the important parts, though.
Moe got a fascinating first-hand account. The rumors of Red Riding Hood and what was written in the guest books we found in the hotel. All the pieces are in that girl's confession. So, what ended up happening to Esko?
I don't know exactly, but apparently she stopped coming to school. According to Ako, she just suddenly stopped showing up.
Mashta snorts.
It's too perfect. She was probably just being overly dramatic. Especially that part about the red raincoat. Most people use an umbrella when it's raining.
That's true. Mashta's right. It's possible that the raincoat was a sign for whoever she was waiting for, but hardly anyone comes down this street. It doesn't really fit.
Is that all you have to tell us? Then hurry up and go home. So I really can't come with you? I worked really hard, you know.
Apparently Moe really wants to come along. I do feel bad. She worked and got us that info just so she could investigate with us. But sorry, but you shouldn't be here. There have already been 2 victims. We can't get you wrapped up in this too.
Oh. Okay, I understand.
Moe nods. I guess she's already over it.
You better tell me all about it later, and be careful.
She sounds worried about me. She disappears around the street corner. A siren echoes on the wind, an unnatural howl in the distance. I look up at Masquerade looming before us. What in the hell happened inside that hunk of concrete? There's always a tragic cause to the birth of her spirit. Red Riding Hood must be the same. But I can't watch my friends die. I slowly step forward, trying to escape from the unease that's threatening to engulf me. Not right for the dead to meddle with the living. Mashta mutters beside me. Is that a personal creed? Nah, just what I think. Mashta clicks his tongue. New info is added to the spirit file. Akko's testimony. Maybe we should review that. Get these names straight. So Esko was standing in front of the hotel. She told Aiko she was going to the police. So it's just Aiko and Esko are the only two named here. Hey. As I step into the lobby, Mashta steps in front of me. What's wrong? What a fantastic job you've done here. Huh? What are you talking about? Look. What? The lobby looks completely different. The room is covered in white. No, it wasn't like this yesterday. Thought so. These are webs? Mashta touches one of the floating threads. Looks like she's up to the ante. I wonder what this thread, this thread, this theme of spiders is coming from. Bring it. Time to make our appointment with our lady friend. Just then. Ooh, who's in here with us? The groan of the elevator moving echoes. Did the elevator just come back to the first floor? That'd mean someone's already here. Did you see which floor it came from? No, I wasn't looking. Though I feel like it took a while between when I heard the noise and its arrival. I'm betting it's one of the upper floors, maybe the 4th or 5th. Yesterday we got the elevator working and managed to get to the 4th floor, but because of what happened to Banshee, we weren't able to investigate any higher. Okay, let's start on the 4th floor. Actually, I'm kind of inclined to have a look around the lower floors too. I thought I had more written down here. In fact, I'm positive I did, but here's all I got left. Must have lost the file somehow. I'm a real clever goose. I realized while I was editing all those videos down, the hint for the cannon soldier was when she was getting, all cut up and shit. The voice she heard of Mary, I guess, sadly, was coming within her right ear. And that's where the hint was. That's how we were supposed to know to attack the right ear. So that was actually really, really clever. I just didn't pick up on it. Pretty good. Pretty good puzzle. Let's see. I will update you on the latest disasters in my video game recording adventure. I managed to pop one of the SATA connectors off of my motherboard while routing another cable right next to it. Like, I broke the connector off because I used one of these. I'm a clever guy, like I said. I used one of these SATA cables with a clip on it. So I'm getting down here. Or rather, not getting up there. I used a SATA cable with a clip on it. And that means that if you push on it too hard, it'll just snap the damn thing off the motherboard. Hadn't thought of that until now. Anyway, now I have one less hard drive I can connect to the computer. And that was the hard drive that most of my stuff is, my recording stuff is stored on. So that's kind of shitty. I've got to, now, anytime I want to use that hard drive, I need to go into my computer's BIOS and... Okay, we're going to the 5th floor, not the 4th. I need to go into my computer's BIOS and switch which things have priority. So I can either have access to my sound card so I can record things, or I can have access to the hard drive that I record things onto, or that I archive things onto. Oh, here we go. Didn't get stopped. Cool. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked wife holding hands with a child. I open the door and check the switch. It's a switchboard now? But nothing looks broken at first glance. It's been a circuit board, a switchboard, and a circuit breaker, and all along, I don't think it was really a circuit breaker either. I'm going to check out the 4th floor, actually. If the 5th floor is just going to be like totally normal, then might as well go to the 4th. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked girl running down a trail. Alright, well, let's try on the right first. Actually, at the bottom. Ooh, 3 masquerade masks. People got real kinky in here. I hear a faint laugh. I don't hear anything more coming from it. Why doesn't Masha just piss right off so that we can have a civil conversation with this girl? She seems perfectly nice. She just doesn't want company. Like, is that so criminal? Feels like the mask is staring at me. I take it down to examine it, but it's just a mask. Still feels like it's staring at me, though. I mean, okay, all along, I've been convinced that Mary is actually good, even though I got some ominous vibes from her. You know, she is a possessed doll or some shit. But, you know, she was with us right from the beginning. And I want to believe... Wait a minute. There's dark red water in the bathtub. My nose rebels at the stench of iron. Iron doesn't smell that bad. Come on. Those horribly stained stink. Stained sink. The stains look like they might have come from old blood. I really don't want to do this, but I still need to check it out. I shut my eyes and stick my fingers down the drain. I touched something hard. Something cylindrical is stuck down there. Sadly, my fingers don't seem to be able to reach it. Something in there? It's often a prime location to hide incriminating objects. It's likely an important piece of evidence. We should get it. Don't think we got anything to use. Well, maybe we can scoop it out of there with one of the keys. Take out the emergency key ring. I've taken it out, but I can't think of a way to use it yet. Yeah, so I wanted to believe all along that Mary was actually, like, just fine, because she just seemed like a nice character. And I'm still kind of in denial about that. Went right last time, gotta go left now. And now this one, Red Riding Hood, I am determined. This time, she's just gonna be Oh! Hey! Don't run. I'm determined she's just going to be like misunderstood this time. Everything's going to be fine. God damn it. I check behind the wire door. There's a folding table and chairs stored away. They're too big to carry around. I think that previous room, we couldn't access anything like a chest here, whatever. It's made out of wood, but it isn't broken. Whatever's inside is probably still intact. I pull open the drawer and find... a notebook. Guest book 401. What's that? A guest book provided by the hotel. Guests write about their experiences in it. I glance through the pages. This guest book's entries are clearly different from all the other ones. It covers a number of horrifying topics such as devil worship and different kinds of torture. Every page is crammed with stuff like that. It's impossible to tell which ones are delusions and which ones actually took place. The only thing I can say for sure is that it's surging with a twisted, single-minded appetite. I silently hand over the guest book. Mashta skims through it and then smirks. Huh, that's quite the hobby. The handwriting differs by page. This was written by several guests. I find that hard to believe. I sincerely doubt there are so many people in the world who have such a unique hobby. They're like moths drawn to a flame. You wouldn't even know to look at them. The pieces are finally coming together. Seems like this hotel offered a special service for its perverted guests. You mean the kind of stuff written in that guest book? Yeah. The kids who work part-time were probably part of it too. Guaranteed their safety and complete confidentiality, of course. After all, the one who sold his soul was probably the most nervous about that. Still, these people have quite the imagination. Mashta mutters sarcastically as he casually leafs through the pages. Then he stops. Hey, this phrase, do you know what that means? The phrase Mashta is pointing to is Jorogumo's punishment. Jorogumo, huh? It's a spider monster from Japanese folklore that can shapeshift into a beautiful woman. Well, there goes that theory. Ah, so you do know about it. Thanks so much for the info dump. I ignore the hint of sarcasm in his voice and read the rest of the page. Jorogumo's punishment is a recreation of a certain urban legend. You capture the largest spider you can find. A wild one would be best. Sharpen the sacrifice's senses with drugs and use a mouth speculum to keep their mouth open. Then throw the spider into their mouth. If they manage to swallow it, they're innocent. If they don't, or the spider escapes, they're guilty. It's a witch trial meant to judge truth from lie. If I get a sacrifice that needs punishing, I'd like to try it out immediately. It can't be that what's written here was actually... Did someone actually do this? Who knows? Hey, calm down, take a deep breath. Yeah, it's okay, I'm calm. I doubt Mashta believes me. It's obvious that I'm totally rattled. Don't forget, Tenma. We can't die here. Of course, I know that. I try to keep my reply as steady as possible, but my hands keep shaking as I put the guest book in my bag. Why are we still handling all the evidence? This guy's he should be the one carrying everything. A large air conditioning unit attached to the ceiling, stained like root to the electricity, blah, blah, blah. There's a Venetian mask on the wall. It's a plague doctor mask. I picked the mask up and found a talisman on the wall underneath. More talisman. Got some spirit juice. I checked behind the wire door. There's a folding table. Yeah, already saw that. Forget if we went in here yet. No, we haven't. Wait a minute, what's this? There are brand new spider webs. Was this web built last night? Okay, now even perfectly normal spider webs are starting to look eerie. Some kind of slime is stuck to the mirror, so my reflection is hard to see. The plastic trash can has a number of cracks in it. Maybe it was kicked by guests or something. I turn it upside down and shake it. A wad of paper falls out. Found a worn-out talisman. Man, oh man. What is going to happen where I'm going to need all this spirit juice? I guess that's the 4th floor search then. We already looked at this, right? Masquerade wife. Picture of a masked girl running down a trail. Right. Alright, then up to the 5th floor. Damn it, this girl better not be a spider. Open the door and check the switchboard. It's a locked door. The door to room 502 is locked. Locked door. Yeah, okay, come on. The keyhole doesn't look rusted over. I could open it if I had a key. Hey, shine the light inside. Oh, my. A body has finally turned up. Let's check it out. Right. They really stepped up the scares in NG. That game actually, like, seriously got me a few times. How about going here first? Will there be a key in here? Door's covered with mold, bad because of the humidity. Open the door and rummage through the inside, and there's a key. Oh, bed hanger. Okay, so we'll go to the other bathroom. We'll get the whatever it is out of that sink, and I bet that'll be like a container with a key in it. Open the door, trash can. There's a large clump of hair inside, as well as some paper waste. Resisting the urge to scream, I securely close the lid and chuck the trash can back where it was. What is with Japanese people and hair? Color me spooked. Well, there's nothing in here now. We ate the whole room. No. Okay. Which one of you is going to have the key? Which one will have the key? I bet it's you. There's a skeleton hanging in the restraints. Spiderwebs wrap around its entire body, making it look fake at first glance, but when I look closer, it does appear to be, well, an actual human corpse. When I touch it, something flakes off. It looks like traces of dried skin. The corpse is almost a complete skeleton. Small stature, but based on the thickness of the bones, it's likely an adult male. Considering how dried out it is, I'd say it's been here for at least a year. The problem is the cause of death. Mashita meticulously searches the corpse, then finally shakes his head. I just can't tell. Was he strangled by spiderwebs? Quit joking around. A joke, huh? It'd be great if that's all it was. Still, this skeleton. He must have been in pain when he died. His face is all twisted. I don't think that really works, right? Like your facial expression when you die, just, you know, your muscles stop working and it just goes back to like some dumb face like you make when you're sleeping, I think. If it had been an adult male, then he was likely a guest here. No matter how hard I try to sympathize, I just can't. Hey, look at this. Mashita suddenly tosses something at me. I found it earlier. It belonged to this guy. Still has some fuel left. Keep it in your bag or something. Use that to light some spiderwebs on fire. Zelda style. There's a decorative coffin. I doubt it's anything more than a fake prop, but it looks well made. Its placement makes it look even more real than an actual one. You have one door sound effect. I open the lid of the coffin. I find a book amongst the junk inside. It's going to be one of those books where it's like got a cutout in it and there's a key inside. So we can go to Monster Encyclopedia. It's a book about different monsters from around Japan and their associated legends. Mashita flips through the book. So the spider monster originally killed people by drowning them in water. Yeah, that sounds about right. I remember reading a legend like that in one of the books piled on my desk in Kujo Mansion. It usually targets woodcutters or hunters, but they're always saved at the last minute. Every region has a story like that. Saved? How? They use a tree stump. The spider takes it instead. Then the protagonist escapes. I don't get it at all. There's no point in complaining about folklore. In any case, this will make for a good reference. Take it with you. Well then, maybe we will have a reference. A page with an anecdote about a spider monster dragging humans into water is marked. Most stories have the protagonist using a tree or stump as a substitute in escaping death from entangling spider webs. Weird. There's no water here besides the rain. Kind of hard to drown someone in a puddle. And there's no trees. Oh, I know what it is. This is all just a red herring because she's secretly an okay person. See, Red Riding Hood, red herring. See? No, we didn't. Oops. Yeah, I'll get it with these Monster Encyclopedia. You know what? An idea hits me and I take out the bent hanger. I should be able to bend this into any shape I want. I bend it into one straight wire so I can fit it down the drain. I stick it in the pipe and move it up and down. I hear the sound of dirty water being dislodged and hit something hard. There it is. On the key is a tag that says Deluxe Suite. That'll come in handy. Good thing it wasn't washed down the drain. Yeah. There are sticky white threads wrapped around this key, too. Seems like they stopped it from falling all the way down the pipe. So this floor already had the spider webs and stuff. Even before we visited? Is that what they're saying? We already checked behind that one. And there's nothing in that drawer. Till I get this all sorted out, it's going to be very hard for me to upload things. So, but I've got stuff in a queue, so everything's fine. There's a broken wooden horse. It looks like it was treated pretty roughly. The horse is lying on its side. Huh. So they just have a head on it being decorative, but it is basically just a... It is just a wooden horse, yeah. I never quite understood why that is a torture method. Is it just because it's uncomfortable to sit on? I guess it is like putting all of your body's weight on this tiny part. So that, yeah, that would hurt, I guess. Looks like it was treated pretty roughly. The horse is on its side. There's a decorative coffin. I doubt it's anything more than a fake prop, but it looks well made. Its placement looks like even more real, yeah. I open the lid of the coffin. I find a book amongst the junk inside. Got Demon Encyclopedia. The book has pictures of various demons and demonic crests and lists their characteristics. I guess the guests here were interested in stuff like that. Thanks for that timely update, fam. And we already checked that out. What's with this X? I don't understand that. How is this used for torture? There's nowhere to like hang someone by it or anything. Strange. Well, there's gonna be something terrible behind this door. Because otherwise, there's nothing else for us to do in the whole place. Come on. The tub is covered in dents and scratches, too many for it to be natural wear. Going by the appearance of the room, horrible things probably happened in here, too. There's a shelf stuck to the wall. It's lined with hairdressing products, cologne and lotion, some of the bottle stuff, yep. I checked through all the bottles on the shelf. Got bath salts. And insect repelling cream. Insect repelling cream will probably come in handy. The bath salts will probably be a red herring. That doesn't sound useful at all. Wait. Let's check the descriptions. Check the descriptions. Actually, don't need to read that. Don't need to read that. Yeah. Now, a discolored wooden horse head. The neck looks like it was attached to a body before it was broken off. It was submerged in dirty water so long that it stinks a bit. Okay. Vaseline. Yeah. Got some fire stuff. We still have that spoon? No. Spoon is gone. I forget what happened to that spoon. Just thinking we got the lighter now. We got the spoon. We got some bath salts. Oh well. Key item. Ring. Weird. Just it's an encyclopedia, but it doesn't tell us anything about it. A bathing powder of mostly natural salts and perfume. The label on it reads a rich lavender fragrance using H rock salt. Huh. Well, shit. What now? We've searched the whole place. So we'll take the elevator down. Maybe something will stop us in the lobby. Yeah, we got no water. Okay, bath salt, bath salt. That might actually be useful. Lavender. Hold on. Oh, shit. What did I just do? I touched the... Whatever. Okay, hold on. Spider lavender. Spiders dislike the smell of lavender. Okay. So lavender repels spiders. That's not a red herring. And the insect repelling cream. Okay, insect repelling cream. Insect repelling cream in a dirty tube. It's been opened but can still be used as the lid was firmly closed. Okay, so we got the bath salts, which a spider would dislike. We've got some insect repelling cream, which a spider would probably dislike. Spiders are not, things that general insects may not like, spiders might not care about, but bath salts, certainly, if it's got lavender. Lighter, hanger. We could torch this hanger to make it super hot. Use that as a weapon. That would go through a spider egg sac or something real good. Vaseline. You can use it 5 times. Okay, credit card. Insert. Ew. Okay. Now, yeah, what? I feel like we've checked everything. Haven't we? Nothing to do but check each floor again, I guess. I was also watching back all of my Spirit Hunter NG, well not all of it, but a bit of it, that playthrough, and holy crap. Not the best. Not the best. Excellent game. I wish I could play through it now. I should have played these in order. Well, the thing is, if I'd played through these in order, then, I wouldn't have enjoyed this one as much. And I would have screwed up things in this one. So, I don't feel like I really did it justice, but I guess really wasn't a better way of doing it. I decided to play these games as like a pipe cleaner, kind of, sort out what things can go wrong, get some practice before I move on to like other games that I would be more inclined, like that I think would be more interesting to watch. But instead, I've just decided that like these games are really fun to play. kind of bummed out that I really didn't do them proper service. Third floor. Okay. I've forgotten already. Did I actually try to do this? Am I just that drunk? Speaking of being drunk, most of that NG playthrough... Yeah, still can't get up from here. Okay. We'll have to take the elevator. Most of that NG playthrough, especially the first half of it, I was just drunk the whole time. Well, not drunk, but like I ain't drunk, but I've been drinking. Because I got this thing about public speaking. I guess it's kind of obscure. Not a lot of people have this problem, but I don't really like public speaking. So having some beer to help me relax, rest my nerves, and all that. Run down trail, trying to escape from something. So, you know, there's some kind of cringy shit in there, but I think it's probably, I don't know, might still be fun to watch. Man, that was a really good game. I'm enjoying this one as well. I'm almost starting to feel like it's overstaying its welcome, though, honestly. I think this must be the last case, judging by the achievements, but like this... I feel like this one is just, this last case is tacked on, kind of like it doesn't fit in the narrative anywhere. Like this was the story of Mary, you know, just like the other one was the story of shit. What was her name? Unbelievable. How could I not remember what her name is? Kaguya. Yeah, the other one was the story of Kaguya. It ended once the story of Kaguya was concluded. And this one's just added this whole extra chapter on. And it's not like I don't appreciate it, but it's like it's lost the narrative flow, right? There's no driving force behind this. So I'm kind of having a hard time feeling excited to play it like I was for the earlier chapters. Although, to be honest, like, I don't know if the recording dates that I enter are surfaced in any way on YouTube or not, but if it's possible to see, you'll find that I pretty much stopped playing the game after her name's not Marie. What's her name? Mary. Yeah. After Mary died, I'm like, oh, fuck this game. So I didn't play that for like 3 weeks after that. Like the upload dates will all just look consistent, but the actual recording dates, maybe that's just something that the uploaders can use for reference. I don't know. But the upload dates will be very, very separate. Yeah, so this game is really good, but like as soon as Mary died, it really took the wind out of my sails. I liked Mary a lot, and you know, I think like the her being dead only lasted for like one chapter, I guess, or maybe 2 chapters. Did she die at the end of a chapter? I think, or maybe halfway through a chapter. But when she died, that like really bummed me out. But then she came back and she's evil, and so okay, that's a good twist. Sure, that's fine. But still, it feels like her story concluded now. So like, who is this about? It's like, I think maybe this was a DLC chapter, possibly. So, you know, it is just like a self-contained story, but it feels out of place. And I'm not one of those people who complains that games are too long, generally. Like, God, it pissed me off when people said that Alien Isolation was too long. Like, that game, like, I did take a lot of breaks while I was playing it because I was so bloody terrified. I need to play through that again. Oh, man, what a good game. But, what was I saying now? It did not overstay its welcome for me personally. What was I bitching about? Oh yeah, Alien Isolation. Great game. Critics said it was too long. Totally disagree, but I did play it over a long course of time, so maybe it was too long. I think part of the problem there was that people didn't... Like a lot of stealth games that are like fairly short, you end up only playing for... A lot of stealth games are the sort where you need to crawl all the time, and so they're designed to be appropriate length for someone who's like not moving hardly. In Alien, you're not supposed to do that. If you are crawling the whole time, that is actually like hurting you a lot, because you are going to not be able to move around fast enough to avoid the alien. Looks like it was treated pretty roughly, yeah. Oh, cool. I go to lift up the wooden horse. When I do, I notice something catch the light. I pick it up and discover it's a metal tool. It's a mouth speculum. It's usually used for medical purposes, but some maniacs use them for other things. Huh. Just as I'm replying to Mashta, a white light flashes before my eyes and I black out. I hear someone sobbing. My eyes should be open, but everything is pitch black. I shake my head desperately to try and look around. A horrible image flows into my mind. What is this? A young girl is blindfolded and restrained. Her mouth is being forced open with that tool. Her breathing is ragged. She must have been given some kind of drug. Let us commence the judgment. A man speaks theatrically behind me. The court has decided to give the accused a fair trial and will judge her crimes. The trial will now begin. Oh, God. Oh, boy. I shall put this spider in the accused's mouth, and if it crawls out, she is guilty. If she can swallow it, she is innocent. Upon hearing that, the girl starts jerking around frantically, her movements haphazard. She desperately cries for help. Her words are garbled from fear or the drug. I hear men jeering. Then a man releases a giant spider into the girl's mouth. Hey, get a hold of yourself. Tenma, can you see me? The spider. Get it. Get it. Idiot. Calm down. Ugh. With a slug to the jaw, I finally returned my senses. It wasn't a slug to our jaw, it was a spider. That's right. I'm in a room at Masquerade. Then the vision I just saw. What did I just see? I went somewhere. You haven't gone anywhere. You just fell on the floor and started writhing. I feel like I've woken from a long dream. I can't believe that was a hallucination. You finally calmed down? Yeah, I'm fine now. I wipe sweat off my forehead and swallow. That girl who was restrained. Was that Esco? If it is so, then... Wait. That wasn't Esco. That was Aiko, right? Because Aiko is the whistleblower girl, right? Isn't she the one that's got caught and disappeared? I figured up until now that like they must have tortured her to death or something. If it is so, then Was she unable to go to the police because she was caught by the people here? No, but Aiko. Come on, Tenma, keep up. Esko, standing in front of the hotel in red raincoat, she told Aiko she was going to the police. Yeah. Wait. Did I screw up? Oh. Okay. Okay, Esko is S tier super not a spider, and Aiko is absolutely a turbo skank. Here we go. Yeah. So Esko tried to whistleblow on this place. She got caught and she got tortured and she probably got killed. She probably is not this person that is the Red Riding Hood girl. The Red Riding Hood girl is a spider or some shit. How sad. I hear footsteps as I step into the hallway. I turn in the direction of the noise to see... Oh. Yeah. Sho Nagashima is standing there. Mashita said he ran into him at the hospital, but I can't believe you came. Sho? What's the matter? I take a step towards him, but Mashita stops me. Wait, something's not right. I look closely at Sho's face. No, it couldn't be. His face is unnaturally stiff. Suddenly, he begins yelling angrily. I was looking for you this whole time. I'm gonna kill you. He raises a metal bat he was hiding and moves in to attack. Get back, Tenma. Mashita yells, urging me to escape. What happened here? But we're in a hallway with close walls. What should I do? You don't duck and dodge, because if he's smart at all, he's swinging for your legs. We just came out of a room to our right, I think. Ah, screw it. Try to the left. I quickly dodged to the left. Hey, you're not getting away. Sho's bat alters course in a flash and heads straight for me. Gah! But the tip of the bat hits the wall and narrowly misses me. Right, from the way he's swinging, if we had dodged to the right, the bat would still be able to, like, it'd still be coming in our direction. Yeah, because it's like swinging in that. Yeah. We made the right decision by accident. He straightens only to swing his bat again. Shit. I have my hands full with just trying to get away. There's no way I'll be able to restrain him. But if Sho's like Hiru and is infected with the same mysterious poison, we have to restrain him or his life's in danger. I can't do this alone. What do I do? Die! Sho's deranged eyes burn a hole in me. Tackle him. He hasn't got a knife, he's got a bat. You tackle him. Ah! I desperately try for a counterattack. Idiot, I can see right through you. Huh? Sho easily dodges and swings his bat down. Oh. Well. It happens in a flash. After that, all I know is an endless darkness. Punching him, if we couldn't tackle him, if we couldn't do something as coarse as that, we're not going to be able to do something as precise as punching him. So, I'll try and draw on his attention instead. Let whatever his name is, take care of this. If my chances are thin no matter what I do, then my only chance is to draw his attention. Huh? Sho hesitates for a moment, confused, but a second later, "You dumb idiot, you don't know when to give up, old man." The metal bat flashes above his head. Then, "You're the idiot." Mashda suddenly appears next to him and throws a direct punch to his face. Sho tumbles to the ground. As he falls, his bat flies through the air and... Unluckily for me, it collides into the side of my head, and I collapse with a pitiful yelp. Dumbass. Cursing, Mashda quickly grabs Sho's arm and completely restrains him. As Mashda puts his weight on him, Sho groans painfully. Finally, he faints. "Hey, Tenma, you okay?" "Yeah, it just grazed me." I sit up and gently shake my head back and forth. Thankfully, everything seems fine. "Then give me a hand. We need to carry him out of here. He's probably like the others now. We better hurry." To think Sho would end up as the third victim. Is this going to turn like a comedy practically, and just every character we've met so far ends up in a coma? I managed to make myself stand, but my spirits have dropped down to my feet. It's still sprinkling outside. We drag Sho out of the hotel. Finally, we have a chance to catch our breath. We'll call off the investigation for today. Yeah. Banshee and Hiro flash before my eyes, but Sho's safety should come first. Let's go ahead and bring him to the hospital. I'll go get the car. Good idea. Yours is better for moving sick people around. I take out the car key and stand up. But just as I do... Oh! A piercing pain runs through the side of my head, and I fall back to my knees. Tenma? It's just a headache. I thought it had gone away. So why? You got hit right where it hurts, huh? Then just rest here. But Sho... You're injured too, so take it easy. I'll take Nagashima in my car. You wait here until I get back, got it? I'll come straight back after I drop him off. Sorry. Sho's in your hands now. Finally, we're alone and we can settle this. Mashda collects Sho and disappears. The soft pitter-patter of rain permeates the area. The sound of the rain seems to make this place seem even quieter somehow. Then I notice something. The noises aren't the only thing that's vanished. The pain is gone. The intense headache has faded like it never was. This happened to me twice before. Wonder why. Like, it's obviously the Red Riding Hood who's giving us this headache, right? She gave us a headache so that we couldn't leave. So now we're trapped here. But why did she give us a headache the other times? Hold on. Now I'm suspicious. I think back on the times when I had a headache. The first is when I went inside Masquerade with Diamond and Banshee. Back then, I'm pretty sure. I wanted to keep everyone together. But then I had a headache and Banshee up and disappeared. My next headache came the following morning. I was trying to go and see Hiro and Banshee, but in the end I was unable to. Then just now, I was going to the hospital with Sho and Mashda. Don't play Mary's music over this Red Riding Hood poser. I am offended on behalf of Mary. I gaze at the entrance to Masquerade. You're the only one I want to see, sir. She only got one shoe on. My opinion of this girl is totally different now. That's what Red Rising Hood said. I get it. You. I stare at the hotel as if I can see through the doors. Stare at the hotel as if I can see through doors. Huh. I feel as if I can see a red figure inside. One rainy night, a girl stood there wearing a red raincoat. You're still waiting even now for the one you respect so much. That headache always attacked when I was trying to stick with other people. If I stop trying and stay by myself, like I am now, then it'll vanish like it was never there. I get it. Hiru, Banshee, and now Sho. I've gotten my friends all cut up in this. That's right. It's all my fault again. I'll come alone, so do what you will. Finally. I go back inside Masquerade. A voice calls from the darkness as if it was waiting for me. What are you telling me to do?
You see the red thread of fate, right? The top floor, in the room of masks.
The top floor? The 6th floor was listed on the guide, but it was impossible to reach.
I'll be waiting.
Red Riding Hood's figure melts silently into the elevator. As she does, the elevator's floor display begins blinking on and off erratically. The combination.
The combination. You know it, don't you, sir?
Her voice reverberates throughout the elevator. We gotta press a combination of buttons. I see. So she's telling me to go to her? But this combination, what in the world could that be? Perhaps something that adds up to 6? Oh, the door opening and closing buttons are lit too, it looks like. Can't tell what those are, but that's what they looks like. Looks like well, I suppose whatever it is, it will prompt us, and we'll pick the obvious answer. The spirit vanished in the elevator. I must be able to use the elevator to get to the top floor then. And the top floor display began to blink on and off erratically. Or the floor display, yeah. Is that some kind of hint? And that word she used, combination. I stare at the elevator buttons. Maybe I'm supposed to press these in a certain combination? If I press the floor buttons in a certain order, I might be able to get to the 6th floor. But what's the order? I've got no idea. I've got to think. There has to have been a clue somewhere inside Masquerade. Maybe it's the pictures? It's got to be the pictures, but I'm not sure how that would be a combination. Okay, first of all, let's try the combination and see how many numbers we need to find. First button for the 1st floor. 2nd floor. 3rd floor. 4th floor. 5th floor. Oh. Okay. So we don't know how many numbers it's going to have to be because there's no way it's this many. It's just you have to get a certain number in the right order. Shit. It has to be the paintings. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked woman wearing a wedding gown. Masked woman gazing at a man. Okay, yeah, these are definitely out of order. Walking with a cane. Oops. And here she's we're all going down a trail. Holding hands with a child. 4, 2, looking at a man wearing a wedding gown. She had a baby, and now she is old with a cane. 4, 2, 1, 5, 3. 4, 2, 1, 5, 3. There it is. I should have saved. Shit. I hope I can save. The elevator door opens and a musty stench greets me. But that's not all. This smell is blood.
Sensei.
Red Riding Hood's voice drifts in on the wind. I've been waiting for you. No, I doubt my words will reach her, but I feel like I have to at least say it. I'm not the one you respect. I'm not the one you're waiting for.
Liar. You always lie.
I'm not lying. I'm really not. A scream splits the night. It's the same one I heard during the spider torture. Stop! Stop this! This won't accomplish anything.
That's why this time I'm going to test you.
教えて。
Tell me the truth.
Don't. Oh. You know, 4 Eyes is kind of sexy. I don't know. Let me see the rest. Countless spiders fly out of the darkness and start crawling all over my body. The swarm of spiders keeps coming. We don't know that there are sprinklers, so we're not going to trigger them. Massager. We don't know that the insecticide will actually work. This has worked before. Oh boy. I take the massager out and hold it against my body. This worked before. The spiders start acting strangely. They all scramble away. Red Riding Hood lets out a gusty sigh. Glittering white threads fly through the air from her mouth. She's trying to use her spider silk. Shit. Bath salt, lavender. I quickly take out the bath salt and scatter it around. This is a kind of salt that's supposed to purify vengeful spirits. No, it's not, dingus. But the silky threads mercilessly wrap around my entire body. I'm inclined to try the wooden horse head. I don't know what he's going to do with it. Throw it at her? I hold the horse head over mine as protection. That won't do anything. What? Strangely enough, the threads seem drawn to it and only wrap around the horse head. Okay.
Sir, who's in the wrong? I only did what was right.
That's for the law to decide. I'm not going to try and threaten her. Hee 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 hee. Red Riding Hood is staring at me. Sir, come with me. The only thing that matters is your life. No, the only thing that matters is... everyone has their own, has worth. Different people don't have different worth, in my opinion. Everyone has a family, though. Think about your family. They matter. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Red Riding Hood screams again. Then her maddening eyes glare at me. I'm down to like 2 seconds. Sir, how do I look to you? I need to see the rest. We met too late. This is gonna get me killed 100%. Hee 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 hee. What do you like about me? I like your eyes. You look high as fuck. Your righteousness. Oh shit. Your honesty. Oh god, this better be the last question. Hee 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 hee. Oh boy. I don't even remember what I picked, so I better not need to do any more spirit point things.
ありがとう。一緒に。
Thank you, sir. Let's... Your honesty. You know what? Look, if I'm picking her traits that I appreciate, I haven't seen enough to say I like her beauty. I mean, look, I don't have high standards. Like, has she got like a giant spider sack between her legs or some weird shit like that? If that's the case, look, sorry. But, you know, anyway, of the things we know of, sure, her honesty's pretty, I like that. Sure, she got killed trying to do the right thing. Sure, why not? Let's... Red Riding Hood's figure wavers, then smashes through the window and off into the night. Uh-oh. Did she just jump? The bustling city can be heard out the window. I wipe my sweaty brow with my shirt sleeve. Something touches my cheek. Something's floating in the darkness. A thread? As I follow it with my eyes, I realize it's wrapped around my wrist. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something yanks me toward the window. I brace my legs and try to resist, but all in vain. I'm thrown out into the night sky. Huh? I scream as I plummet. No, I should be rushing toward the ground, but I'm not. Just as I give up all hope, a strong jolt makes me look up. A man struggles to hold on to my arm, his teeth gritting with effort. That's a good picture. That's some good music. You stupid idiot! Mashta! Shut up and give me your other arm. Hurry up! Grab onto me. Right. If there's going to be like another segment to this, I sure hope our spirit points get recharged. He desperately tries to pull me up, and after what feels like an eternity of struggling, I make it over the ledge and tumble safely back inside the hotel. How did he get up here? The only sound that can be heard is our gasps for breath as we sit in the darkness. Why did you ignore my orders? Mashta spits words out between wheezes. Sorry. This isn't the time to be making excuses. I might be better off shutting up. Idiot. Try putting yourself in my shoes. Is she gone? I think so. The window. I'm still trembling as I point to the broken window. She threw herself out of it. She might have been trying to take me with her. No, not you. That sir person. Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Can you walk?
Then let's go.
Hey, I'm suddenly not so, attracted to her honesty if she's gonna kill us for being honest. Or something.
Mashta slowly stands and looks at me.
Nicely done. That wasn't bad work for an amateur like you. What? Has he suddenly been doing the whole ghost hunting business all his life or something? How dare he call us an amateur?
It stopped raining. The cool wind on my cheek hints at autumn.
I'm gonna drop by and see Damon. I'd like to see how the others are doing.
Yeah. What?
Hand me the car key.
No, I can drive.
Have you completely gone mad? Look at your hands.
I glanced down at them, only to suddenly realize they're still shaking.
You just faced down a spirit. You can't drive in that condition.
The choice made for me, I take the key out of my pocket and toss it to Mashta. The corner parking lot.
Right. You rest here. He's gonna walk away from us again?
His figure melts into the darkness. As I watch him go, I notice something down on the wet asphalt. It's
a spider?
Yeah. A dead spider. It lay there, legs all curled up, almost as if it was desperately trying to hold on to something. Are you satisfied now? Then let's go home. I gently pick the spider up. I wrap it in my handkerchief and put it in my pocket.
Oh, God, don't do that.
The car ride back is a blur. I sat and let Mashta's voice wash over me like background radio noise. I remember wondering if Red Riding Hood might have stolen a part of my soul.
Before the investigation today, Moai tipped us off on that testimony, remember? That helped me connect the dots. I realized a teacher was wrapped up in the case. A teacher from a school near the hotel was arrested for breaking the law.
What does that have to do with anything?
There was an odd part in Aiko's testimony. They were scared they'd been reported, but nothing ever happened. In other words, Esco never went to the police after tattling to the teacher. Or maybe more, she couldn't go.
I frown as I try to put the pieces together. I think I'm too spaced out as it's not making sense.
The teacher went to that hotel and he was wearing one of those masks, so she didn't know. That the girl didn't even realize she was reporting it to one of the people who was her customers.
You'd never make it as a detective. Can't he just drop that? I don't plan on becoming one anyway.
There's only one possible answer. This Sir person Esco trusted so deeply was one of Masquerade's customers. See, I'd be a great detective.
What? I feel like I've been hit up the side of the head. And not with a pillow, more like a lead pipe.
The one she sought salvation from ended up being a criminal. The definition of irony.
Mashta glances out the window and chuckles dryly. The bitter sound fits both our moods.
It was the teacher and Mura, the one mentioned in Ako's testimony. I saw a photo of him. He was thin, tall, the type popular with students. Well, I suppose.
He glances back at me through the mirror.
You might say he wasn't too unlike you.
Mashta suddenly tosses a file at me.
Those are the research results. Look over them if you want to know more.
Results? I flip through the thick bundle of paper. They're a set of very well organized documents. It would have taken a lot of time to gather this amount of information. Then it hits me. Wait a second. Masha just said that he connected the dots with the help of Moe's testimony, which means he knew all of this before we started out our investigation tonight. You knew everything? I just said I put it all together when I heard the testimony, but I decided not to tell you just in case. Why? If I'd known, I could have... What would you have done? His tone turns mocking as he laughs. You would have just sympathized too much and let down your guard. Hey, shut up, man. You should be grateful I didn't. You'll live here with my spider waifu, and what are you gonna do, huh, Majda? Majda leaves me with the research file and heads to Diamond's hospital. Now that I'm alone, I can't keep my 3 hospitalized friends out of my mind, but there's nothing I can do for them right now. I've done everything I can. I bolster myself with that information. I spread Majda's documents out on the table. I'm exhausted, but I feel like I need to go through them all today. Who in the world was Red Riding Hood? If Majda was right, the truth should be right in front of me. New info was added to the spirit file. Majda's report. Well, I can't save it in the same slot because I have like 7 milliseconds or something of spirit juice left. And I don't know what I just saved over. Shit. Oh boy. Well. Probably not important. Probably. Partner. Let's check out this file. How did he come up to that floor? He doesn't know the puzzle. He's not smart like us. Reached Red Riding Hood on the 6th floor. Managed to drive her back. She nearly takes me with her until Majda saved me at the last second. He's furious. Yeah. Esko tattling on her homeroom teacher Enmura about the job is what started it all. Enmura proposed to Esko that they gather evidence first, and they arranged to meet at Masquerade that night. But the only thing waiting for Esko there was utter betrayal by the teacher she was in love with. She was in love with the teacher? It turned out that Enmura himself was one of Masquerade's customers. No one knows what exactly happened to Esko. She was found... Oh shit. She was found wandering the streets in her red raincoat and immediately admitted to a facility. What? Unfortunately, her mental state was too far gone already, and she committed suicide by throwing herself from a 6th floor window of the hospital. That night she died was cold and rainy, just like today. The report has info on Enmura as well. When he was arrested for other illegal activities, he ended up testifying about Masquerade as well. Having your partner wear all red was code that you were planning to use the deluxe suite of the hotel. That could be the reason Esko wore the red raincoat that night. Not long after the trial, Enmura apparently hung himself in jail. Alright. Well. I already finished investigating today. Okay. Thought maybe we could bury our spider foo. Chapter 6. Little Red Riding Hood. End. And so the case surrounding Masquerade quietly comes to a close, leaving an invisible scar on that dark street. The lives lost there will never return, and neither will their trampled dignity. The only thing that saves that disaster is that my friends survived. Hold up. Who actually died there? Do we know that anyone died there? Clearly there was a lot of bloodshed. But I don't think we know that anyone died there. Hiru, Banshee, and Sho all regained consciousness after that. They got out of it with no lasting symptoms and are recovered enough to go back to their lives. Diamond concluded that the affliction inhibited the soul, very much like the mark. In that case, maybe Red Riding Hood was finally released from that horrible nightmare. Just like the spirits that gave people the mark. If anything good came about because of this case, then that would be it. A week later. I'm coming in. Mashta suddenly shows up at my doorstep. Before I even open my mouth, he pulls out an envelope and tosses it on the table. I'm here to deliver this. It's your reward. Take it and get out of here. I didn't do it because I wanted a reward. How should I know? The client asked me to do this, that's all. I did my job and handed it over. The rest is in your hands. Damn, what a pain. Mashta turns and curses under his breath, but I can still hear everything he says. That's all you came for? No, there's one other thing. I learned something from this past case. And what's that? Something about you. You're suited for this work after all. That again? Sorry, but I'm done. No more. Just hear me out. There have been more mysterious cases like masquerades popping up lately. I thought it might be Mark-related, but it seems like I was wrong. He stops for a moment, then mutters. Hayaki Yagyo, a monster's parade. Hmm? Have you heard anything about it? A Hayaki Yagyo? Yeah, sure, in ghost stories. But he's clearly asking about something that's happening in the real world. No, I haven't. That's so. I figured you, of all people. Forget it. First he asks me, then he tells me to forget it. He only cares about his own bottom line. Mashta glances briefly at the sofa in the corner of the room. Might have known something. Ooh, we're gonna be our ghost detective partner. What? So you want my help? The old lady, Yasuoka, seems to think you could do some good. I do too. That's all I wanted to say. Mary and me are gonna team up and be ghost hunters. Or some shit. We're gonna be on the History Channel. No, wait. I have one last bit of advice. Quit doing stuff like that. Like what? You picked up that dead spider, didn't you? You saw? Just out of the corner of my eye. That's why darkness follows you. Your ancestors probably had pity on her, too. The living and the dead can't coexist. If you try and accept their feelings, you'll just end up getting pulled in. Mashta might be right, but even so, if someone doesn't accept them, they'll stay like that forever. That's not something I want to bear. Mashta just snorts derisively like usual. Give it some thought. Even if you don't want it, the time may come one day. He leaves, closing the door behind him. That marks the end of the case, and the end of one chapter in my story. But someday in the future, I can't help but think that door will be thrown open again. I wonder if I missed anything. I wonder if it's possible to miss anything. It's sort of weird that it just restarts you right like that, because, you know, usually that is what happens if it's a game where alternate things can open up, but we know that's not the case in this one. I'm pretty sure. Maybe if we play through it again, Mary's not bad. She has a change of heart. I know when I went through the gallery for NG, there was a bunch of stuff locked off. I think it was like for bad ends and stuff like that, which I hadn't gotten in that game. I think I got all the bad ends in this one. That's still sad. That still bums me out. All right. Fine. Okay, I'm starting to turn a corner on Mary. The hell's this? Oh, wow. Hold on. There's some stuff here I never saw. Did it just unlock everything, even if I didn't ever see it? I wonder what's up with that weird digital effect. It's kind of out of place. It's sort of made sense in NG, because it was like, how do you put it? It was like kind of a more modern story. So like, you know, weird digital stuff, kind of a little bit more thematic, but it kind of is odd in this. This is like a lot more rustic, kind of. I choose to remember Mary like this. Yes, this is Mary. But how do we get this? It looks like the cannon soldier ripped our head off or something. I never saw this. No, wait. That's a spider. Those are spider hands. This must be what happens if we choose the wrong things in that last bit, possibly? Never saw this picture. Positive I never saw this picture. What happened there? What happened here? Were these just never used? What the heck? Never saw this? Is that like the monster with the giant arms? Never saw this. Oh, I know what this is. This must be like the normal end for the game, or a bad end or something, like if everyone dies. Oh, maybe that's the bride. No, her arms aren't that long. Kind of bummed that there's no way to listen to the music like in NG. Wow, what a good game. If you're watching this and you haven't played NG yet, definitely. If you thought this looked fun, NG is I would say it's definitely a more refined experience. They cut out a lot of the stuff in this one that was maybe not necessary to the storytelling as much. They definitely cut out some of the puzzles. There aren't like boss encounters in the same way. I can't say it makes the game, strictly speaking, better or worse, but I think it's more approachable and it lets the story flow better. And I definitely played this more for the story than the puzzles and stuff like that. Now, if this game seems like it might be up your alley, definitely buy NG, play that. If you should happen to decide to watch my playthrough of that, just remember, like, it was the first thing I recorded. It's kind of shitty in some places. I'm having thoughts now that maybe once all this computer shit is sorted out, I will like go back and George Lucas the whole thing, cut out the bad parts and re-record good stuff. Anyway, wow, this is a great game. Highly recommend it. The developer here is Experience. The Steam Winter Sale for 2019 is going on right now, and I just picked up 2 or 3 of their other older games, and it looks like they're like dungeon crawlers, like the original Shin Megami Tensei games, perhaps. Look pretty neat. I might play those sometime. I think I really like this company. Also, if you look up the artists for these and find their Twitter, they have got a lot of great stuff on there. There's, just like I thought, turns out, yeah, there is an artist who does like the different parts of the scene, whatever. Like there's clearly one who does like backgrounds, and there's one that does monsters and stuff. So that's why there's that strange disconnect. I guess like how do I put this? The guy who does the character art, the character CGs is like big fan of the titty monsters, but the guy who does the character art, the normal character art, not so much, and whatever. But it's really creepy stuff, really nice environmental stuff, and made this awesome picture of the xenomorph from Aliens. Awesome stuff. So look that up. And I don't know when this is going to go up exactly, but I've got plans for the next game I'm going to record, and that I'm going to give you a little bit of a teaser for that. Hold on a second.
びの道に魂込めた一人の男が今日も行く。真面目に遊ばぬ奴らには体で覚えさせる